Now, a new study from Makerere University has recommended a more public engagement to create awareness on vaccination guidelines. The researchers, through a study on the ethical and social issues for access to COVID-19, established that it is important to build and sustain public support to trust in the health systems of the country, all of which are critical in ensuring an equitable and efficient health system. Preliminary findings were also disseminated at the Makerere University School of Public Health.
We know that the Ministry of Health has some form of guidelines, and they are mainly adopted from the WHO framework for guidelines. However, our participants felt that the WHO framework is quite broad and not contextualized, cannot exactly fit into the Ugandan setting. For example, in Uganda, one of the key drivers for the disease has been the truck drivers moving from neighboring countries into Uganda, and as they did, the disease was moving around. That one was probably not considered in the WHO framework, but it's unique for Uganda. So when you're designing strategies for vaccination, why don't you also look at individuals who are going to move that disease? Because the priority was mainly focusing on individuals who are vulnerable. Our research feels like, yes, we can vaccinate the people who are vulnerable, most vulnerable, but we can also vaccinate people who are moving the disease, so that if there is no one is going to move the disease, then probably the transmission rate will go down and will control the disease.
But how do you achieve public trust? How do you achieve equity in the healthcare system? It means that the decisions on who gets the scarce resources are supposed to be made in a more transparent manner. These decisions cannot be arbitrary, they should be based on evidence. So our recommendation is that generally, in answering some of these questions, if time could allow, they should involve rigorous community engagement. Ask the people, don't take them for granted. Simply because they did not go to school does not mean that they cannot think. You'll be shocked how much they reason.
Please create some passage and step a bit.